What if I told you that in Victorian times, people were trying to cure gout with electric socks? Welcome back to Weird But Well, the channel where we shock our way through wellness trends so bizarre, they make our why though meter spark with disbelief. Today, we're strapping in for a journey into the electrifying past with Victorian electric socks. Did static shock cure gout? Spoiler alert, it mostly just made socks explode, and probably their gout worse. Is this forgotten genius, or just another electrifyingly dumb idea from history? Let's try not to short-circuit as we dig in. Now, first, a quick clarification for anyone lucky enough not to know, gout is a truly nasty form of inflammatory arthritis. It's caused by a buildup of uric acid crystals, often in the big toe, turning it into a throbbing, red, excruciatingly painful nightmare. Today we have actual medication for this, but back in the Victorian era, treatments ranged from opium to bleeding. And then things got really weird. The Victorians were absolutely obsessed with electricity. It was the cutting edge of science, a mysterious force that powered everything from lights to, well, socks. Enter the electric sock, or more accurately, socks woven with different metals like copper and zinc, designed to create a mild galvanic current, like a tiny battery, when exposed to the body's moisture. The theory, as loose as a worn-out sock elastic, was that this bioelectricity could somehow draw out disease, stimulate nerves, or magically dissolve those painful gout crystals. And, oh, the claims were glorious! Not just for gout, but for rheumatism, poor circulation, nervous disorders, and basically anything that ached or twitched. You'd wear these special socks, feel a slight tingle, and presumably all your ailments would zap away. What could possibly go wrong when you mix feet, socks, and poorly understood electricity? Our why though meter, unfortunately, tends to overheat when exposed to this level of historical pseudoscience. Let's get real. While the sensation of a mild static charge might have provided a placebo effect, the physics of a sock generating enough therapeutic current to cure gout is utterly preposterous. Here's what our hypothetical but scientifically accurate lab test on these electric socks would probably show. First, zero effect on uric acid crystals. Static electricity does not dissolve crystals in your joints. Your body's complex biochemistry doesn't work that way. Second, zero significant effect on inflammation or pain. Any perceived relief was almost certainly the placebo effect, or simply because you were paying attention to your feet. Third, and most spectacularly, the actual risks and side effects were probably far worse than the gout itself. If these socks actually generated any meaningful current, you'd be looking at skin irritation and burns from direct contact with corroding metals. Minor shocks that would be more annoying than therapeutic. And for maximum comedic value, if a significant spark did occur, you might have literally made your socks explode, or at least smolder. Not quite the peaceful healing experience promised. Your body is not a giant battery that needs specific socks to recharge. For actual gout relief, we rely on modern medicine that reduces uric acid levels, not on antiquated, shocking fashion statements. So, what's our why though verdict on Victorian electric socks? While the Victorians were certainly ambitious, this was an electrifyingly dumb idea, driven by a fascination with new technology combined with a profound lack of scientific understanding. Sometimes the past really is best left in the past, especially when it involves exploding socks and painful feet. What's the weirdest historical cure you've ever heard of? Share your stories and your safe gout remedies in the comments below. If you found this dive into shocking history both weird and well, hit that like button and subscribe to Weird But Well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay well and keep your socks spark-free.